Welcome to meditation. Welcome to this meditation for the ultimate manifestation. I'm Anne Alkangas, and I'm going to take you through a visualization process. We're going to raise awareness and connect to the wisdom within. Are you ready to attract anything you desire? So let's begin by taking a few large, deep breaths. Exhaling with an ah. Sitting comfortably, relax your shoulders. Relax your body, releasing all stress. Allow the thoughts in your mind to be set aside for a moment, and bring your attention to your heart center. And as you continue breathing, know that you are safe. And using your imagination now, imagine yourself being in a receiving mode. Take a deep breath in and out. And now another deep breath in. And if you haven't already, just gently close your eyes. Now, keeping your attention, focus purely on your breathing. Hear the sound and feel the calming of the breath. Noticing the fresh air coming in, and imagine on each exhale releasing any stress, any discomfort, any heaviness. Breathing out and releasing it all, feeling more and more relaxed with every breath. Slow, deeply breathing. Just continue with no thought. Just pure breathing. While you listen to my words, focus purely on breathing. No thought, no dialogue, no questions. And if they do arise, simply allow them to float away as you continue to relax your body. Relax, breathe, release, relax, breathe, release. Notice how peaceful and good it feels. This is your connection to your divine essence, to the source and resource within you. Here, you are most connected to the universe. Here, you find peace, fulfillment of your wishes, the place where your desires are answered. You are being in the now. Feel the peace, the calm, the support of this now moment. Feel every sensation, every sound around you. No thoughts. Witness without dialogue. Witness without dialogue. Every feeling, every sound, every light, every sense. Just be all here. Be here now. Now I invite you to use your imagination and focus on your third eye chakra, the spot between your eyes. Towards your third eye chakra and keep focused there and keep breathing. Take a deep breath in and slowly out. And notice the sensation of high vibrational energies here as you continue to focus your eyes on the third chakra between your eyes. Now allow those high vibrational energies just to settle. Here you are becoming more aware of your connection to the divine. Slow breathing. Return to slow, deep breathing. Now, in this ultimate state, I invite you to use your imagination. See in your mind's eye your desire, your intention, your goal, the thing you want to manifest. And imagine bringing it to the center of your forehead, toward your third eye chakra. Just see it. Just visualize. Notice how slowly you're able to see it clearer and clearer. Exactly that thing that you wish to manifest. Bringing it into your mind as if it's happening right now. In reality, you see it happening. See it as if you've just stepped into this portal in this new reality field. As if it's happening right now. Who else is around you? Where are you? What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate desire? What is it that you wish to manifest? Where are you? Who are you with? Notice the sounds, the colors, the smells. Feel the temperature. Bring them all into this visualization. See them right now in this reality, as if the result had happened already. Imagine yourself right now as if you're living it. Now, at this stage, I invite you to bring your attention to your heart chakra. And while you are here, experiencing this moment, ask yourself this question: how do I feel right now? Seeing what I see, how do I feel? Am I feeling joy or love? Or perhaps it's the thought, I finally made it. I'm here now. And taking a deep breath, I relax into this feeling. What am I saying? What are my words? What is the expression on my face? Am I smiling with joy or excitement? Is there anyone with me? Oh, how do I feel? What does it look like and feel like? Again, using your imagination right now, as if it's happening now. Imagine like turning a knob. You amplify those feelings and emotions. For energy is always in motion. Imagine this feeling is expanding and bringing you closer and closer to this reality. Continue to amplify the emotions. Imagine what it feels like right now. Who are you speaking to? Who is beside you? Look at them. What are you saying? Are you smiling? How do you feel in your body? And in this present, aware state, take a deep breath in and out. And now gently take a moment to notice yourself sitting in the chair, feeling content, peaceful, Notice how you feel, how it feels to have this realization, this visualization. Allow yourself, every cell of your body, to become one with this feeling, with this vibrational frequency that your desires are right here, right now. Knowing that this reality is here now. In this state, slowly breathing, feel the energy attracting more of what you desire, knowing that the universe always says yes. It is here now. And from this deep knowing, remember that the universal laws of attraction and energies know exactly what to do to bring you your good. So take a deep breath in and out. Release these visions and feelings. Feel the gratitude, knowing that they are already yours, knowing that everything always works out for the highest and best. Now bring yourself back into this moment, rolling your shoulders as you bring this spiritual energy into this physical form. Coming back to this moment, noticing your legs, moving them a little bit, moving your toes and your feet, moving your body, twist your body, move your neck, move your head. Bring yourself back into this moment. Now take another deep breath in and bring your palms together, rubbing them together. Feel the energy. Feel the heat. Put them together. Now gently placing your hands over your eyes, awaken your senses. Gently over your ears. Notice you open up all the senses. And now gently placing your hands back in your lap. Feeling refreshed and better than before. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. And affirm with me, and so it is.
Bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. Think I finally learned. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken heart, slammed door. I'll be alright, yes I will, once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I know it's gonna be everything new. Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without. All I need is here and now. Where there's air, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving is my divinity. As within, so without, all I need is here and now. Where there's air, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me, now and evermore.
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. On faith, I'm flying on faith, picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door, not come back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. Flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out, imagining the worst overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, knowing is the only way today. I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand alone with stars up in my face today. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center here in Hamilton, and welcome to everyone who is joining us today, those who join us every Sunday, those who are joining us for the first time, and if you're coming in the future, we welcome you. My name is Marcia Daly, and I'm your presider for today, and Emilio is going to take us away with some songs, starting with All Is Well, written by Eddie Watkins Jr.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today, I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes from the past. Today, all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say all is well. Let me hear you say all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well. Ooh, all is well. All is well and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit. I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well? Don't it feel good? All is well. Just to know that all is well. My soul is free from time. All I gotta do is change my mind. I am free, all. Gonna feel good. All is well and unfolded as it should. I woke up with that one. All right, our next song is I Am Worthy by Karen Drucker. One moment. All right, here we go. People try to tell me who I'm supposed to be, but now I know the truth, and that truth has set me free. The media tries to tell me, not yet, here we go. The media tries to tell me each and every day how to look and how to act, what to feel and what to say. But I have a secret I've known since birth. I say I'm whole and I'm complete and I know what I'm worth. Woo! They can tell me I'm lazy, tell me I'm fat. I can give them the power, but I know better than that. I'm a child of love here on this earth. I'm whole and I'm complete, and I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth when push comes to shove. Know what I'm worth. I'm a beacon of love. Know what I'm worth. I'm an angel of light. Shining, 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 so bright. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I would care prepare myself forever. I'd see. I didn't know I'd have the power in me. But when I need a shot of self-worth, I say I'm whole and I'm complete, and I know what I'm worth. Oh, I say divinity. No. Okay. Judge me. I say yes to my own divinity. This new way of being feels like rebirth. I'm whole and I'm complete, and I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth when push comes to shove. Know what I'm worth. I'm a beacon of love, yeah. Know what I'm worth. I'm an angel of light. Shining, 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 so bright. I'm worthy. I know that I am. I'm worthy. I say it every day. I'm worthy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Worthy. Oh yeah. Worthy. I'm worthy. I know what I'm worth. Know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth. I know it. Know it. Know it. Know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth. I know it. Know it. Know a beacon of love. Yeah, know what I'm worth. I'm an angel of light. Shining, 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 so bright. I'm worthy. I say it every day. I'm worthy. I don't know my core. I'm worthy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. I'm fabulous. I struck my tongue. I'm the woman I meant to be. I'm worthy. This is Karen Brugger's song. I'm worthy. No one I work, I know, I know. I know. There's a lot of words in there. And I am worthy. Woo. All right, okay. That was so much fun. Next time I'll learn it better. Maybe I think the words, the lyrics, I maybe put too many words in there. I don't know. All right. Help Me to Believe by Michael Goth. It's one of my favorites now. Here we go. To believe I am whole. Help me to believe all is well. Help me to believe I am more than I can see. Help me to believe I am whole. Help me to believe all is well. Help me to believe I am more than I can see. You are my life. You are my light. You are the love that moves in me. Help me to see. Help me to be the me that I know you know I can be. Me, all is well. Help me to believe I am more. Help me to believe I am more than I can see.
Join me in this opening intention. For I remember in this moment that what I focus on grows. I live, breathe, move, and have my being within this field of infinite intelligence that is constantly responding through me as me. And so today, I believe I am worthy. I believe anything is possible. And I believe I am loved beyond measure. So with a grateful heart, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is.
This week's inspiration says, why do we nag and criticize ourselves? Perfectionism is one reason. We expect ourselves to be perfect, and when we aren't, we shame ourselves. We dig trenches of negativity that tell us we're bad, flawed, broken. Driving ourselves to achieve and to become better is a good thing. It allows us to set and reach goals, to pursue our dreams, and to make the world a better place. But that drive can become balanced when it over tilts into egotistical, shameful, or never good enough enough attitudes. What if, when we catch ourselves launching a negativity attack against our self images, we stop and instead name one good character trait we possess, one quality we like about ourselves? Remind ourselves we're good, teachable, and lovable might be a simple practice that will help turn off the negativity switch in our heads. When we make peace with our internal wars and accept all parts of ourselves without judgment, we create more space for God to love us, for us to love ourselves, and then for us to become multipliers of unconditional love for others. This comes from It's Okay to Be Perfectly Human, written by Brian J. Plashta.
I'm grateful to have learned the truth. I've listened to the words my heart has spoken. Divinely blessed and guided, I no longer search fulfillment from excuses with no purpose. I am free, free from all the shackles that surround me, free to choose to give my life new meaning, free to change, to love and fold my destiny. I am free. I left the veil that shadowed me. I see the love and beauty that abound me. No more cling to thoughts I thought protected me. I braved it all, and now I live with purpose. I am free, free from all the shackles that surround me, free to choose to give my life new meaning, free to change, to love and fold my destiny. I am free. I bless my past mistakes. Bless all the scars they made. I bless them all, the lessons learned. They brought me where I am today. I am free, free from all the shackles
gorgeous. And you know, the foibles that happened earlier today, it's because we're talking about perfectionism. You know, I mean, that just makes sense to me. So imagine you're driving and one part says, let's stop for ice cream. And another says, you're trying to eat. Another says, you've had a hard day. Which one is the real you? Maybe none of them. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. That we are perfectly human and we're also completely divine. And what does that mean? So here's an affirmation for you. You want to say it with me? I honor the humanity and divinity in everyone I meet. And sometimes it can be easy to see the humanity and not so easy to see the divinity, including in ourselves. So have you spent much of your life trying to become someone worthy of love? I think most of us have. And as a consequence, the feeling worthy and the behaviors that we create based on that have sometimes not been that healthy or kind. And sometimes they've been really good. So that's what I like to look at. Is life has already declared you worthy simply because you exist. So I want to start with that baseline. You are worthy no matter what anybody has told you. You're an individualized expression of this one life. And you don't become divine someday when you've done enough praying or been on your knees enough or come to church on Sunday enough. You express the divine right now. That's who you are. And even when you're tired and impatient and uncertain and making mistakes, we're divine. And you don't need to be more spiritual. Recognize the spiritual nature always present within your humanness, because it really is right where you are. So Richard Schwartz, who wrote this book, No Bad Parts, says that there are no bad parts. He isn't saying that every behavior is healthy, and we know that. He's saying that every part of us began with a positive intention, even if it developed unhealthy strategies along the way. And I'm sure that if I were to say, think of someone who has unhealthy behaviors, somebody would come to mind. And did it ever occur to you that those behaviors started out being protective or positive or loving, an attempt to make life feel better? So Ernest Holmes, who wrote The Science of Mind, says the divine nature within every person remains forever intact regardless of appearances. And that's the thing that can be hard to remember when we're looking at not only our own behavior sometimes or someone else's, is that where is the divine in all of this? So let's explore three ideas. That there are no there are no bad parts, only burdened parts. And the way that we see ourselves determines the way that we see others. So that's the lens through which we see the world, is how we see ourselves. And when we embrace both our humanity and our divinity, we become a healing presence in the world. And we become a healing presence in our own life first. And then it naturally ripples out. So this idea of there are no bad parts, only burdened parts, many of us have an inner critic. Anybody have one of those? Oh, have I had a loud one too? Mine sounds like a hyperactive assistant, actually, like high energy, zero boundary control, and currently circling my mistakes with a red Sharpie. And when I started doing artwork, oh my goodness, it was just horrible, this inner critic of mine. And things like, you should have said that better. Does that sound familiar? Or you forgot something, or that wasn't spiritual enough, or try harder. Anybody else have an inner critic like that? Or is yours gentler? I'd love to meet yours. Perfectionism causes us to dig trenches of negativity. And Marcia read that as part of what we had as our inspiration. That what that means is that when we try to be perfect all of the time, then it becomes such a deep trench that it's hard to get out of. You don't even notice it. It's like a deep groove. And instead of learning from mistakes, we convince ourselves that we are the mistake. Because if you hear something often enough, it's somehow on some level, even if in your mind intellectually you say, no, that can't be true, but part of you resides there in that belief. And so we have a bad 10 minutes and immediately update our bio to full-time failure. And some people do. Now, fortunately, if you're not that critical of yourself, yahoo, I'm so glad to hear that. But there are individuals who, if they don't think that they're doing things exactly the way that they ought to, they're constantly beating themselves up. And you can see it on many faces. They have that look of being in pain, being criticized. And our brain loves to take a temporary glitch and label it a permanent feature. That's just one of our psychologies. So every person contains these different parts. They may be a perfectionist or a people pleaser. That was certainly those first two were mine for many years. The achiever, oh yes. The protector, that took a little while because I was still protecting myself. The procrastinator, the frightened child, the angry defender. And I'm sure you can think of yourself in different times where that has shown up. None of them are bad. They're actually trying to help. And that's the thing to realize. And they aren't enemies. They're overworked employees who never got updated job descriptions. Don't you love that? So let's update the job descriptions for these dudes. Richard Schwartz, who was the author, often compares our inner world to a bus. Many different passengers all shouting directions. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I have that going on. One says turn left, another says go faster, another screams, we're all going to die. For many of us, whoever yells the loudest grabs the steering wheel. And have you ever noticed how when whoever it is that was the loudest grabs the steering wheel, you think, how did I get to this place? Like, this isn't normally who I'm choosing to be. Healing happens when the self, our calm, compassionate, centered awareness takes the driver's seat. And so when we say, meditate every day if you can, even if it's walking meditation, do something to connect with that calm inner self on a regular basis so that when you notice you're not there and someone else is in the driver's seat, you can take the driver's seat. You might call this your Christ consciousness, for those of you that like that terminology, someone else, the spiritual self, or your awareness of the one mind expressing through you. I think of it as the infinite field of pure potentiality, just because I love all those words. So instead of trying to silence every passenger, we become a loving driver instead, saying, you know what, it's okay, you can be on my bus, but I'm going to drive. So here's a practical tool this week. When your inner critic appears, don't argue with it. Ask it, what are you trying to protect? Because when my perfectionist comes up, like I'll think about my artwork, for instance, what am I trying to protect? That I'll look bad if somebody sees it and says, oh my God, I thought you were better than that. And yet, who cares? It's just art. But that was something I learned early on in life. And so that question changes everything. What are you trying to protect? Because then I can look and say, okay, where did that come from? Is that still relevant in my life? So why is loving others so important in the first place? You know, we talk about loving humanity, making the world a better place. Why is loving others so important? The way we see ourselves determines the way we see others. And so in a way, it's a barometer, because if you aren't able to love others, it means that the only place that it can begin is with loving you. And maybe you're not loving yourself enough. So here's something fascinating. Two people can meet the same person. One says they're intimidating, and another says they're inspiring. Why is that? They're seeing through their lens, through how they expect the world to show up. So who's right? Maybe both and maybe neither. They're seeing through the lens of their own consciousness. So I'm sure you've met people who have said, oh, so-and-so is so nice. And when you met them, you thought, oh, I don't think so. And it has nothing to do with them at all. It has to do with the lens through which you see the world. So consciousness, who you're being, projects experience. We don't merely react to life. We actually participate in creating the meaning that we assign to it. And so if you've been thinking life is happening to you, that could be a perception for sure. The thing is, though, that as you change how you're being, life shows up for you differently. So life responds to who you're being, your consciousness. So when one protective part dominates, you begin seeing everyone through its fears. Imagine someone who was betrayed years ago. There's a protective part that develops. Now every new relationship gets scanned for danger. You know, you might say, well, all my experiences have been really good, but they see everyone as a problem, how are they going to stab me in the back? Because that's the expectation that's there. Perfectly kind people suddenly look suspicious. And yet there's nothing wrong with the people. The burdened protector is interpreting reality based on what they think is going to happen. And we do that, sometimes subtly. And the thing is that if you can start your day by having an expectation that things are going to unfold really well for you, or like my favorite saying, everything always works out for me, then everything I see it through the lens of, how is this helping me? Rather than, ooh, ouch. So there's a U-turn tool, and that's it right there. Instead of immediately focusing outward, make a U-turn. Turn inward and say, what part of me is activated right now? Let's say somebody's rushing through traffic, you're driving, and you have this moment like you want to say the F-bomb or something. But what part of you is activated? Is it that you would never behave that way, so how dare they behave that way? What is it that comes up? And there's no right answer. But it's to notice that, why did you go to that place? Because everything for you in that moment is okay. What inside me is reacting is the question to ask when you're reacting. That tiny shift moves you from blame to awareness. Randy has a funny thing he says, because he's being a little flippant, but annoyed a little bit, but he's making fun of it. So he's kind of on the edge of it being okay. He'll say, what are you going to do with that extra 30 seconds, buddy? Build a condo? And so that lightens the moment. So imagine someone disagrees with your idea, and you have this great idea. One reaction, they're attacking me. They don't love me. Instead, to say, I notice a part of me feels rejected. Because I'm a real ideas person, and I bombard people who are in my life with ideas. And sometimes in the early days, not so much now, but sometimes, when my idea isn't received with the same exuberance that I have, I think, what's wrong with you? Don't you get it? Again, it's because I feel rejected. So the conversation changes when I'm able to sit back. So this week, whenever someone irritates you, pause. What part of me feels threatened? Ask yourself. What is it trying to protect? And what does this part need from me right now? That moment of awareness often dissolves any conflict before it grows. So Richard Schwartz says, when we learn to love all our parts, we can learn to love all people. And that's the thing, because they have parts too. And sometimes those parts that are showing up more than the divinity of who they are. So whatever we reject inside of ourselves, we usually reject outside of ourselves. And so that's the mirror part of our life is, if you're rejecting someone's behavior, there's something within you that you're rejecting too. And it's to connect with that and to be compassionate with that. And to say, okay, I recognize that. And what would I choose instead? If I can't accept my own uncertainties, I'll struggle with yours. If I reject my own anger, I become uncomfortable whenever you express yours. Would you agree with that? It's interesting, isn't it? That's that give and take, that mirror. If I hide my own imperfections, I expect perfection from everyone else. And it doesn't make sense, but that's what we do. But something beautiful happens when we become more compassionate towards ourselves. Our capacity for compassion naturally expands. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about whatever you focus on grows, the good and the bad. So when you focus on being compassionate with yourself, then your opportunities to be compassionate expand. We become less interested in judging and more interested in understanding. And now I can honestly say that most of the time when I see something that isn't what I would call good behavior, the first place I go is, I wonder what has hurt them so much. Or I wonder what's going on that is causing that protective self to show up. Ernest Holmes, again from the Science of Mind, said, love is not something that we manufacture. Love is the natural activity of spirit flowing through an open consciousness. The more open we become, the more naturally love expresses itself. And that's really what we're learning every time that we do any kind of spiritual study, is how can I be first loving to myself and then loving towards everything else that happens in life. And so the invitation isn't to like everyone. I'm not asking you to do that. It's to recognize the same life expressing through everyone. And when I was first learning to be comfortable saying, I love you, someone said to me, don't you wish that everybody was happy? Like, don't you, underneath it all, don't you wish that they were happy? Because if they were, then life for them and for you as a consequence would be so much better. And so when I say I love you, what I'm actually saying is I really, really wish you happiness. Because when you're happy, and it doesn't mean exuberant and just that gentle joy in someone's life, that's love. That's what love is. So here are some things to think about in terms of loving. Because what you resist lives in you. Because everyone is doing the best that they can from their current level of consciousness. If they knew better, or they knew the damage that they were doing to someone else, they would do different. Or if they knew that that protection really wasn't helping, they would do different. But they don't always know. You don't always know. And because separation is an illusion, we aren't separate. That's why life is mirroring us all the time. And because love changes the one giving it. You know, when you have just given out of your absolute generosity, how good that feels? you're the one who gets that feeling first. And because every person reflects something back to us, and the key word there is reflect. So take the time this week as you're going around and you're interacting with people. What in you are they reflecting back to you? And because love is the nature of reality. So instead of asking, why should I love everyone? How about saying, what becomes possible in my own consciousness when I stop withholding love? And that withholding, I think, needs to start inside. Because it's really hard to be totally unconditional with someone if you're not with yourself. How can you? So loving everyone isn't about becoming a nicer person either. It's about seeing more clearly, about seeing behavior, seeing beyond personality, beyond their history, until all you see is the one life expressing in countless unique ways. You know, Don Miguel Ruiz said that don't make assumptions was one of them, and that everybody's always doing their best. And sometimes your best in the morning is very different than your best in the evening. So there's one infinite life expressing as all creation. And this is our spiritual mind treatment to wrap things up. So would you be interested in reading this with me? There is one infinite life expressing as all creation. Life expresses fully as me and as every person I meet. I recognize the quiet presence of spirit at the center of every experience and every part of my being. I welcome all that arises with compassion, wisdom, and understanding. At my core, I am unchanging wholeness. I allow love to reveal the goodness already present within me and within all people. I move through life with authenticity, kindness, and deep appreciation for our shared divinity. I rest in this truth, allowing it to shape every thought, every relationship, every action, and so it is. And for those of you that are watching at home, we're having an interesting experience here today, as there are new tenants above us, and they dance and they sing and they play very loud bass music. And it's another church organization that is there from 11 till 12. And so as we're learning to see the oneness and to be compassionate, this is giving us a little test. So we had 3 ideas. There are no bad parts, only burdened parts, parts that have had to work overtime, thinking that they're helping. And the way that we see ourselves determines the way that we see others. And when we embrace both our humanity and our divinity, we become a healing presence in the world, starting with ourselves. So I'd like to know your thoughts on what I've talked about today. There's someone who needs a microphone that has their hand up. Who's got the microphone? Well, we have someone who's feeling like she wants to share. Do you not have a microphone?
Yes, I do.
You want to bring it to her? Thank you.
So a question that springs up for me that's an ongoing thing for me is when you talk about doing the best you can, and I can apply that sometimes to other people more than I can to myself. Because I know there were moments in raising my children where I lost my cool, and I had a moment of pause where it was like, okay, this is the decision point. And it was too much effort to do the best I could in that moment. And so I blew my top so I know, so when I try and use affirmations to say I did the best I could, there's that part of me that says, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's an interesting dance, and that's why I started it with "We are human and we're divine." And it's the bouncing between the two, because really, first and foremost, we're human. And sometimes it's just practice. And sometimes life is too much, right? Thank you. Marcia, so what came up for you?
I am taking away that I like that analogy of bad parts are just burden parts. But I'm taking away that perfection causes us to dig trenches of negativity.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very visual, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And it explains why some people are so deep into it that they can't seem to get out.
I grew up with a mother who harped on perfectionism, and it was only when I started doing art, and I did it specifically with Nick Wilton, and the message came through that you don't have to be perfect.
Yes,
There went the burden.
yes. So, do you have any insights on why your mom felt the need to be perfect?
Could have come through her childhood,
Yeah.
but she had I call it a motto. There's only one way to do things, the
Ah.
perfect way.
Okay.
And that came a lot through, I used to sew. And so she just hammered that in. It kind of did well for me when I started sewing for other people,
Yes.
but it made me a very hyper person. Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, to follow the thread? Yes. So, Deborah.
Well, this is perfect because Marcia, I feel your pain. I never realized this until I was much older, but you know what? Everything that my mother did really well, I stayed away from. I never baked because my mother was an amazing baker. I never did stained glass because she was amazing at that too. But it's too funny because recently a friend of mine just gave me a recipe for scones, and I'm like, okay, maybe the glass ceiling is finally broken and maybe I'm going to give it a try. But on another note, there was a couple of things that came up. One of the things that I just finished reading was the largest stumbling blocks we have in our path are the ones we put there. And I think that is so true, right? And the other one was the goal in life is consciousness. So not perfection, not conformity, just having an awareness that where is it coming from and what do we need to do about it?
Yeah, thank you. Anybody from home have anything to share at this point? No? Okay, Wendy?
Hello? Okay. I liked your thing about doing a U-turn, but I'm thinking of it in a YOU turn.
Okay.
And at the beginning, you were talking about you're a perfectionist. Yeah, I am pretty much. But also, I've become the worst procrastinator since I retired. It's like, oh my goodness, I got tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow because there's always tomorrow to do it. And then I never do it. And for me, I think it's kind of because it's too much effort. I'm not being a perfectionist, but there's one big thing that I've been putting off for a very long time, and I really want to do it, and that's to apply for Canadian citizenship. But I just think, oh, the online process, oh, there's tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow.
It's interesting, the dialogue that goes on in our heads.
Yep.
And that isn't the divine in us. That's the human in us. Yes. Celia.
The perfectionism thing, my mom too, like, and I know exactly for me when it started. It was in grade 3. I came home with 100% on a math test, and my mom said, couldn't you do better? And I know as an adult she was making a joke.
Yes.
As a child, I did not. So even if it was perfect, it wasn't good enough. And thank God, thank love, thank the universe for Reader's Digest, because there was this little thing in it that said to strive for perfection is insanity. To strive for excellence is healthy. And that just helped me make that U-turn, and I still have very high aspirations and expectations for myself, but circle dance has helped me reframe mistakes to they're not mistakes, they're creative variations. So it's interesting through life how you'll get these little tidbits and stuff that just help you move forward. So
Very nice. Yeah, it brought up to mind for me, we used to do spelling tests at the end of every week when we were in public school, and we had a special book. It was a long,
dictation.
some kind of a book, and I had perfect marks every week. So I was bringing it home to show my parents, and I fell and it ripped on my way home. And I remember didn't know where I could go and hide because I had done something terrible, because it was this really special thing that I wasn't even supposed to bring home, let alone rip it. And that just showed where I was at as a kid. And that continued for a long time. Yeah, we can really limit our joy with something like perfectionism. Is there anyone else who wants to share something? Okay, thank you very much. So know that you can join us if you're watching from home on Zoom afterwards at 11:30, and it's our group from York Region that gets together, and the link for the Zoom call is basically in the description box of this video on YouTube.
As you can see, there are so many different ways to give. We have come into the era where you can use your phone to scan the QR code. You can use the traditional methods of Visa, MasterCard, checks, e-transfer and cash, or if you're here in the sanctuary, you can tap on the Square terminal. But for everything we receive, you know that we use it for the furtherance of our work here in the community. So let's give thanks by saying this affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all I give and all I receive. And so it is.
Our last song for... Oh, you want me to sing really loud? Okay. Our last song for is Daniel Neighbor's God You Are. Turn it up. God you are every mountain, God you are every ocean, God you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky, God you are every morning, God you are every midnight, God you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe. and your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Very good. Thank you so much, those of you watching online and even after the fact. I love you. And for those of you here, I love you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.